You know, I went to law school thinking that I was going to find a way to change the world, to make things better.
When I was a child growing up in a small town in Utah, I always knew that I wanted to do something bigger, but I didn't know how to do it.
Well, after investing 15 years of my life discovering drugs to treat diseases, I woke up with the vision that it is far more fulfilling to define a scientific approach that can help to keep the body healthy.
I wasn't actually looking for a solution to my problems at the time, but when Nedra first came to me, my sister, and started telling me about this, I could see that this could help lots and lots of people. We were all naive enough that we really felt like we could change the world, make the world a better place in the process of having our own success.
We decided to start a company that would be different, that would have integrity, that would embody all of those things and would give back. It would give back in the same way that we all want to give back to each other. And as a young mother, it empowered me and it felt good.
I found in this place a community of people who were interested in the same things that motivated me to go to law school, and quickly discovered that together we could do way more than I could ever do alone as a lawyer.
Sitting in my first convention over 20 years ago, listening to the founders talk about the purpose of the company, talking about our mission, something touched me, gave me purpose, and that's really what keeps me going today.
It is an enormous privilege to be the CEO of this business. What drives me, what gets me out of bed every morning early and helps me to show up to work with a vision of how we can change the world is simply this. We have a chance to improve people's lives everywhere in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our CEO, Rich Wood, and President, Ryan Napierski.
How are you? Ready? Good morning, New Skin. How are you? Oh, we are so happy to be with you this morning. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome to Salt Lake City. Before we get started, there are so many people we need to thank for this great event. So first of all, let me start by thanking every New Skin employee and our team who put this event together. How about a big round of applause for our corporate team? Thank you for that, and we recognize that many of you made a great sacrifice as well to be here today, to celebrate with us this live event. We thank you for being here and celebrating with us. We hope this is an awesome weekend for you.
Yeah, absolutely, Rich. In fact, I know last night we did a roll call already, but I want to hear, who do we have from around the world? Are you guys ready to wake up? Okay, who do we have from New Skin, Korea? Can I hear you, Korea? Yes. What about, okay. What about from New Skin, Japan? New Skin, Japan. Konnichiwa. Woo. Absolutely. Who do we have from New Skin, Greater China? Let's hear it. Awesome, thank you. Thanks for being here. What about from EMEA, from Europe, Middle East, and Africa? Where are you? Yes, absolutely. Southeast Asian Pacifics? Yes. Now, who am I leaving out? Who do we have from our home country here, from the Americas? America, let's hear you. Great crowd, Rich. Great crowd.
They showed up. They showed up big. Thank you so much for being here. We're excited. In fact, when Ryan and I accepted our responsibility just recently, we could not wait for today. We could not wait for the opportunity to launch our vision into the future today with New Skin Live. So we welcome you here to celebrate with us and to launch this vision into the future.
We had a wonderful night. How many of you loved Maroon 5? Did you love that? Fantastic. Listen, if you love that, Rich and I are going to be singing a number in just a few minutes, and it's going to blow you out of the water. We had a wonderful night. I want to thank each and every one of you for donating to the Force for Good charity. We had a record night, but it's not over. Donations will continue throughout this event. Please go online, go to the app, go to the website. Tell your teams about all the good work that we're doing to change this world. Let's see how many donations we can generate by the end of this event. Will you do that? Please do it. It was a wonderful night and we thank you.
Yeah, let's really make a difference. And that was the perfect way to start this live event, by showing the heart of who we are. Thank you for your generosity in donating. When we determined the theme for this live event, we determined that it would be RevoLution. There was a purpose to that. Ryan, what does RevoLution mean to you?
Absolutely, you guys. RevoLution is all about you disrupting yourselves. This is your life. You have one life. Your life, your business, your way. Can I hear you say that? Your life, your business, your way. That's the RevoLution to me.
You know, to me, as I think about RevoLution, it's really being able to see our potential and then being able to live up to that potential, really being able to achieve our potential. And today, that's what we want to do. We hope as you sit here, you'll be able to write the first few lines of your next chapter of your New Skin story. It's going to be an amazing story. It's going to be an exciting one. In fact, if we could script the perfect live event, it would be that we would have a chance to listen to every one of you tell your story, how you had a challenge and you overcame that challenge and became successful. And that's what would make the perfect live event.
We don't have time to hear each of your stories today on the screen, but we sent a film crew to travel around the world. They traveled to Malaysia, to China, to Austria, to Romania, to the US, to gather just a few of your stories. And we want to share those with you.
We're excited for you to meet some members of the New Skin family, and we ask you to look carefully to see if you can see yourself in these stories. Let's roll the video.
My husband has always been a wonderful provider. He's put 4 kids through private schools and we have a wonderful home, but the fact was I did not have my own money, and so I felt like I always needed to ask before I spent money, not because of him, but because of me.
What I did was I worked 10 or 14 hours a day, 5 days a week, some days 6 days a week. And that actually took a toll on me because of the stress.
Even though we were both working full-time, we had actually had a very serious car accident a year prior, and those bills were piling on us, along with just electricity and gas and your house payment, and it can seem super overwhelming. So even that $100 extra going towards that was massive for us.
내 건강은 좀 지키기 어려웠던 그런 상황들이 있었죠.
本当に決められた時間の中でしか子供と会うこともできなかったですし、もちろん妻ともね。
What we've seen a lot of people in Singapore is they have got a career, but at the expense of the family.
With 2 young kids, I wanted to bring in a little extra money for them so that they could continue to enjoy the things with their friends that they had been used to doing.
I had been looking for a job to do at home so I could be more involved with my girls' lives.
Habe ich gewusst, dass meine Träume und meine Ziele nicht in einen normalen 40-Stunden-Job passen, sondern dass ich wirklich einen Schritt aus der Komfortzone machen muss, wenn ich das erreichen will.
I start to think of if I should keep working this way because I really feel upset
And so one of those days I came home about 3 a.m. in the morning and my dad, was there.
I remember that day, she came back at 3 a.m. It was pretty late and she was very, very tired and she was a bit frustrated.
Asked me, why are you working so hard for?
Habe ich mir überhaupt nicht vorstellen können, dass es überhaupt einen Job gibt, wo man seiner Leidenschaft nachgehen kann, also auch seine Träume und Ziele zu erreichen.
When I started to have my own family, I realized that that isn't the kind of lifestyle that I want.
I say there's more life than that. There's more than just making money. It's about freedom, freedom of choice.
Here about 12 days ago, my daughter was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and with that comes a whole nother life expense that we will deal with on a monthly basis.
僕がやっぱり子供たちに夢をね追いかけさせるためにも僕がまず夢を追いかけて、やはり僕がずっと挑戦して背中を見せる姿を見せていきたいって思っております。
I always believe that we can have best of both worlds. We can have a quality time with the kids, and also I believe that we also can have a good career or good platform that can give us the kind of quality of life that we want as well.
Did you see yourself in those videos? Every single one of us is at a different point in where our journey is leading, but one thing's for certain, we are all here together. Somehow our journey has brought us all here together. When I first became the CEO, I'll tell you the thought that came to my mind and just keeps sticking with me all the time. How do we help every individual to reach her or his potential? How can we become the very best we can together? I believe in you. I believe we're destined to do amazing things. Let me share real quickly my own story. I have been with the company now for 26 years, and for the last 14 and a half years, I worked as the Chief Financial Officer. Every day, I showed up with a determination to make sure that we built a foundation in this business that was so strong it would last forever. I was focused on making sure that we would invest in a way that today would be better than yesterday, and tomorrow would be better than today, and the business would continue to get stronger and stronger. I loved being the CFO of this business. So you can imagine the surprise that came to me. In November of last year, we were sitting in a meeting in the boardroom with all my management team. And Truman Hunt walked in, he was our CEO at the time, and he asked me to step over to my office. And while that wasn't really a very rare occasion, because he did that from time to time, what was different was the look on his face. We walked into my office, and he said, I have received a mission call to serve as a mission president for the Mormon Church. And then my face probably went pale at that point in time. For some reason, while we worked right next to each other, office by office, for 14 and a half years, I never had really envisioned myself as the CEO of this business. He mentioned that Steve Lund, who's the chairman of our board and the founder of the company, would likely be reaching out to me to see if I would have interest and be willing to consider being the CEO of this business. I went back into our meeting, and I immediately sent my wife a text. My wife is my very best friend. She's my perfect support. And I sent her a text. Do you guys have code where you have kind of, with your partner, you have a little code that you sent? I sent her a text that said, we need a very long walk. To which she replied, is this a good walk or a bad walk? I wasn't sure what the answer was. By the way, my wife is here tonight, this morning, and there she is. We talked for a long time that evening to try and determine whether it was the right thing for us to consider. She asked me question after question, what means the most to you? Well, that's the people I work with. That's our management team. What do you think about the future of Nu Skin? It's never been better. It's absolutely never been better. There's never been a better time for our business. We have the right products that people need. We have the right opportunity that gives hope and helps people feel better about themselves. And we have a culture that is changing lives all over the world. Finally, she asked me, what do you think you could do? You, together with your management team, what could you do? And I said, I think we've got a shot at changing the world. And I believe it. And she looked at me and she says, let's go for it. I am all in. Let's do it. And so I called Steve up and told him that we would certainly be interested if that was the decision of the board, as long as I could keep Ryan and my whole management team together with me. So here we are today. I'll tell you what burns really hot right here is the mission of what we're all about as a company. Our mission is to be a force for good, to empower people to change lives. And that's the key word, empower. We give people an opportunity to lift their life and then to turn around and lift others' lives. And that's what motivates me. Simply said, we do it through our products, through our opportunity, and through our culture. We provide freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment to every person we touch. I have to share just a really quick story about some extended family who about 6 months ago were approached by somebody else about our business opportunity. Interesting, she was a dental hygienist, so presenting white teeth and our whitening toothpaste was very easy for her. So they joined the business with the simple intent that they wanted to offset the cost of their daughter's dance lessons by doing this business part-time. While they accomplished that goal, in fact, very quickly accomplished that goal, what I continued to hear from them was the greatest thing about this business is that it's fun. It's fun to help others find success, and that's fulfillment. It's one thing to become successful ourselves, right? That's fulfilling, but true fulfillment comes when we turn around and lift somebody else and give them an opportunity to be successful. I mentioned to you, I really believe we can change the world. I'm going to tell you right now a few ways that we are planning to change the world. This is our potential. First and foremost, we have established ourselves with a dominant position in personal care and nutrition. We've done that through innovation. We've done it through science. We've done it through taking the very best of nature and putting that in our products. And we will continue, I promise, to invest in the innovation in these categories. But here's the kicker. We are going to make our products more and more accessible. We're going to make our innovation accessible, affordable, available, and accessible. And through that, we are going to change the world through our products. Number two, we have generated and created a device platform that is second to none. I know no other company in the world that has a device platform similar to what we have created. We started with our biophotonic scanner, which gives us a chance to measure the difference that our products make in a person's body chemistry. And then our age-lock spas. The age-lock spas today are the largest selling product of Nu Skin Enterprises. It's a multi-billion-dollar brand that is almost the #1 selling product in every country in which we operate. About 2 years ago, we introduced age-lock Me. So adding to this platform, we now have an opportunity for individuals to personalize and customize their own skincare regimen. Today, we add the game changer. Today we add LumaSpa. Today we add LumaSpa. Imagine that. We can treat and cleanse better than anyone in the world. We can personalize and customize unlike anybody else. We have anti-aging in our facial and body spas. I believe we can change the world through our device platform. And we will continue to invest in this platform going forward. Number 3. For years, we've heard from our customers that they want clean and green. They want ingredients that are pesticide, herbicide, heavy metal free. So many years ago, together with Joe Chang, we developed our 6S process to ensure that we could provide the best products available. Over the last year, we have invested heavily in manufacturing capability, in state-of-the-art manufacturers who will help us be able to build products better and faster and keep up with the growth that we expect to generate. Today, we add a game changer. About 2 years ago, you heard Truman at this convention talk about our interest in indoor growing. We began to invest in that technology. And after 2 years and multiple millions of dollars of investment, we are ready to change the world. We, using this technology indoor, can guarantee organic, non-GMO, no pesticide, no herbicide ingredients to our products. And the very first chance that you'll have to try this product will be a product that we're introducing here at Live, our Project's Greens. This is the first product. Thank you. This is the first product that we're developing with this technology. These are ingredients that were grown using this technology. What we do is take ordinary seeds. Using perfect light and environment, we allow that seed to reach its highest potential. We give each seed the very best day of its life every single day. And through this technology, eventually, over the next 12 to 18 months, you will see ingredients that are coming into our products, both our personal care and nutrition, that are being grown using this state-of-the-art technology. This puts us well ahead of the competition. And I believe with this technology, we can change the world. Let me mention just one other item today in terms of our ability to change the world. It's you. I look first of all at our Team Elite distributors who have become really close friends with us, and to all of you who are involved in any way in the Nu Skin business. Together, we can do amazing things. Do you realize your potential? I strongly believe that every person who touches our products, every family that is involved with Nu Skin, every city, every community, every country will be better because Nu Skin Enterprises is there. To our leaders, I thank you. I thank you for your incredible examples. The way you represent a force for good, the way you live your lives. Sometimes I've been asked, what is it that makes Nu Skin different? It is simply this. It's our people. It shows in the way our people live their lives and strive to make a difference. Now, one quick word of caution. I remember about 20 years ago when our founder and someone I greatly look up to, Blake Roney, stood on this stage in a convention similar to this and said, we recognize the hard work that it takes to be successful in this business. But let me invite you today to do something. This advice from Blake I recommend to you. Determine today who you will be. when you become successful. So you won't change. So that regardless of the success you find, you'll be your very best self. You won't let money or fame or whatever it might be change who you are in terms of who you want to be. I give you that advice. I believe in your success. I believe we will do great things together. But in order to achieve our potential, we must accelerate. We must pick up the pace of how we're going, and I want to tell you, my management team is ready for this. People need what we have. Our mantra around Nu Skin has become fast speed. Fast speed. Does that translate? Fast speed. We believe that means two things. Number one, eliminating barriers that slow down our ability to grow. And number two, accelerating the pace at which we empower you to be successful in your business. About a year ago, my daughter, her name's Karina, she lives in Houston, Texas with her husband and her two sons, which are our grandboys, Ryan and Luke. She sent me a video. The video basically was them driving around in their little toy car around the neighborhood and going at a fairly slow or modest pace. At which time she asked the oldest, Ryan, and told him he could go fast speed. Let's take a look at the video.
Ready to try fast speed? This is a be fast, Snooky. Are you okay with that? Ready? Ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Are you ready to go fast speed? So are we. We are ready. We will do everything we can to give you the opportunity to go fast speed. This is all about you. It's your life, it's your business, it's your way. We provide freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment. We invite you to create your own story. Figure out today what your potential is and how you can take this business, where you can take this business, who you can help along your way. Do you see your potential? Do you see what we can go do together? I believe we can change the world. There will be challenges. I promise you there will be challenges along the way, all of which we can overcome. And those challenges will help us reach our next high in your life and in this business. Just like our family members, who we showed you a brief set of their story in their video, had to overcome their challenges. Let's roll the video and see how they did.
Initially, I didn't believe in MLM. I didn't believe in direct selling.
So I asked my dad, is this Nu Skin business for real? He said, you know what, why not just come to listen to one of the business presentation and, understand this whole thing yourself.
It's substantial to know that the company has been around for over 30 years, to know that it's not just a new company.
やはりこのニュースキンビジネスを捉えるこのきっかけとなったのも、そのやればやった分返ってくる。その努力が形になるビジネスっていうところで。
Well, the Nu Skin business came along, and I had been wanting a little side gig to give me a little extra money.
There are many professionals who are actually attracted to this company. Seeing is believing, because we saw so many people around us and succeeding together, and that really made us believe that this platform is possible.
When I use the product, then I get to know the opportunity. Then I think this may be a chance for me.
So even though my mom wasn't looking for a job and she didn't actually need any extra money, I just knew how much she would love this. And we do everything together, so why wouldn't we do this together?
I have a job as a dental hygienist, and what appealed to me from the Nu Skin business was there was no inventory. It was free to sign up. There were no website fees.
As a young person, as long as I'm willing to learn, as long as I'm coachable, you know, all of these things are gonna run out for me.
まさにそのニュースキンのそのミッションだったりとか、その製品力、コンセプトにもそのあなたにとっていいものだけよっていうものを非常に大事にしている会社で。
So I have a friend that reached out to me. She was very stressed out with her job. She was in the lows in her life, and she just called me up and said, you know what, I need a friend.
I have my busy schedule, and I don't have time to take care of myself. I didn't have time, and that is when I lose all my health, and I lose all my confidence.
So there I was, being a friend to her, and I offered the opportunity to her.
We were same age, but we have totally different lifestyle. I was busy working from 8 to 12, but she can schedule her own time.
And the opportunity changed her so much that she's so outgoing.
I know that I have the ability to help more people that were like me.
New Skin's always talking about the force for good culture, you know, rewarding business opportunity. And to be able to see that on my best friend, her life being tremendously changed, that is why I'm in New Skin. And it's the best decision I've made in my entire life.
I was very scared because it's a big step, but I'm so proud of me that I made the decision and that I force myself every day to be a better person, because no one than me should do that.
When I first started with New Skin, I didn't know much about the company and I didn't know about the toothpaste. After finding the toothpaste and using it and loving it, I wanted to see what else New Skin had to offer, or even who New Skin was. Once I found out they were a company for over 30 years, it made it more comfortable.
그리고 뉴스킨에서 얻었던 그 시간에 대한 부분은 저한테 가장 큰 거예요. 그만큼 또 제 사업도 얼만큼 또 성장을 할지 그것도 기대가 되는 부분이고, 그래서 뉴스킨에 참 감사한 것 같아요.
New Skin is really life transforming. It gives us a good product and also a very good business opportunity.
I'm able to see different other distributors at my age or even younger.
So every day I do what I like and what I should.
Anyone who embraces a New Skin business, the life will change.
So, do you see yourself in these stories? Can you hear yourself talking about the first time that you encountered someone who introduced you to New Skin? Pretty special experience. I want to share with you today my story. So bear with me. Don't fall asleep. Okay? I can see you. I grew up 44 years ago, about 6 miles away from the New Skin campus. Grew up in a very large family of 10 people. My father was a very hardworking, honest man. My mother was the perfect mother. She would do anything for us kids. She worked hard. They did what they could to provide for us. About the time I was 12 years old, I had to actually, she had to go back to work. Us kids, we were getting too expensive to raise on a single income. So she went back to work. And about that time, my grandfather and my grandmother from California left their beloved Bay Area to come to Utah and help raise us children. Now at that time, my grandfather, for whatever reason, took an interest in me personally. At 12 years old, he began to give me books. Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. He would give me his used magazines, Fortune magazine, Kiplinger's magazines. As a 12-year-old kid, I didn't know what they were saying. I would thumb through these magazines. One day, I was thumbing through a Kiplinger's and there was an advertisement. This advertisement was in Kiplinger's. As this 12-year-old boy, I ripped out the advertisement from the magazine. There was a quote on it. It's a man sitting at the beach. He's looking out into the distance. The quote says, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined." Now, as a 12-year-old boy, I had no idea what that meant for me. I had no vision of what I wanted to become. All I had was this tiny desire deep inside of me to do something more. And that began my pursuit and my journey. What I've learned over the past 32 years, as I've looked at this quote, or I've thought about it in my head every single day, is that the thoughts that we put into our head and the thoughts that we rehearse in our minds become actions. Our actions become habits. Our habits ultimately will become behaviors, and behaviors over lifetime generate outcomes. Does that make sense? Realizing our potential is all about putting the stories in our head that we can do more, that we can be more, forming a vision of who we are and who we need to become. We are all flawed people. We all have challenges, but we all can aspire for greatness. My wife and I have spent the last 15 years traveling the world for Nu Skin. We've raised 3 children, Savannah, Cole, and Ava, and I think they're here today over here. I've just sent my oldest, thank you. Clearly they're the better half, right? We've just sent our oldest off to school, to university. I was pulling out of the driveway, we packed her car up, and we started driving to California. We loved a road trip every summer. But this time it was different. This time she was leaving, and she wasn't coming back. And as I'm driving down the street, I remembered in my mind everything that I had done as a father. What have I taught her? What have I given her? It doesn't matter the car she's driving, the clothes she's wearing. It doesn't matter the education she has. The greatest gift that I could give her is for her to understand her potential, her unrelenting, undying potential to become whatever it is that she wants to become. Isn't that what we do? Isn't that what we're all about? Over the last 22 years, as we've traveled around the world, I've come to learn that I'm not alone in my pursuit of living the life that I imagine. Every single one of you, all 7 billion people on the face of this planet are seeking a better life, a way to help their families, earn a little bit of extra money to pay for dance lessons, to repair a refrigerator, to pay a medical bill, and much more to achieve their dreams and fulfill those things. What I love about our opportunity is that at Nu Skin, this is precisely what we do. We empower people to improve lives. Even Lucas is there from China. We empower people to improve lives. We have exactly what the world needs. You know, Rich mentioned Truman Hunt, who was a mentor to each of us in the company for years and years. For many of you who listened to Truman's last conference call to investors last year, you heard him say something. And if you heard the same message, if you listened carefully enough, it's sitting somewhere in your heart because it sat in mine. He said, "The world needs what we have. In a world seeking opportunity, we provide for all." We don't care what your education is. We don't care what your CV is. We don't care what your family dynamic is. All we care about is your desire to improve other people's lives, empowering others to improve lives. That's all it takes to be successful in the Nu Skin business. The world needs what we want. The world needs freedom. They need flexibility, and they need purpose. They need fulfillment. The RevoLution is all about that. It's all about finding and realizing our potential together to do something more. Does that make sense? Good. Sorry, I'm asking for feedback just to make sure you're still awake. So let me talk about this amazing, thank you, okay. Good. Let's go. Yeah. Good. You guys, there has never been a better time, and I know that's a cliche phrase in English, there's never been a better time, but I'm telling you, there has never been a better time. The world is changing and accelerating at a faster pace than ever before. Just think of this. Only 200 years ago, the world was back in the dark, people working on farms. There were no cities. There were no cities and urban environments. Everyone was living in farms. And then the Industrial Revolution happened. And that Industrial Revolution brought people out of their farms, right? And brought them into the cities where people started working in factories all day long. Well, over time, people realized that waking up and going to a factory was not the quality of life that they wanted. And that Industrial Revolution shifted. And the Industrial Revolution became an entrepreneurial revolution in the 1950s and 60s, where people began to realize there was more to life. Then technology entered. 1970s, 1980s, amazing enterprises were created. The world began to be connected via the internet. Today we're entering a new economic era. We're entering the social revolution. And I want to talk about that in a moment. But think about this, you guys. In 1900, the World Bank estimated that the global GDP, the global economy, was $1 trillion equivalent. Okay? 1900. By 1960, the economy had grown to $10 trillion. By 2000, it had grown to $48 trillion. Today, the World Bank reported in 2016 the global economy is estimated to be $77 trillion, and it will double in the next 10 years. Nearly $150 trillion. What is driving this massive evolution? What's driving this craze of prosperity that is now impacting 7 billion people for the better? There are 4 trends that we see that we believe are changing the world. Let's talk about the first one. First, it's the rise of a new generation. Do you realize that in the next 3 years, over 1 billion millennials will enter the workforce? 1 billion people, millennials, will enter. This is the largest group, larger than baby boomer, larger than Generation X. Millennials will be the largest group in the workforce. Now, what's interesting about millennials is that millennials have a unique way of looking at the world, right? Any of us that are raising millennials know this. Millennials have watched their parents grow up in traditional employment environments. And they're saying, hey, I want more. I want freedom. I want flexibility to live the life I want. I want a quality of life, and I want purpose. I want to do something that contributes to the world. Do you know anybody like this? Does that sound familiar? And what's interesting is that this is actually impacting each of us. I'm not a millennial. I wish I was. We're all getting older. But it's impacting the way that we see ourselves. Everyone in the world is seeking freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment. The rise of the new generation. Our second macro trend that's impacting it is really what we call the rise of the micro-entrepreneur. We're all familiar with entrepreneurs, right? Every great company, Samsung, Microsoft, Apple, General Electric, every company has been formed by a vision of a great entrepreneur who saw the world and thought they could change it. Micro-entrepreneurship is a little bit different than that. Micro-entrepreneurship is about not one person or 5 people. Micro-entrepreneurship is about 7 billion people. It's a movement that McKinsey & Company is now reporting as 30% of the working population today is involved in a micro-entrepreneurial opportunity. 30%. That's 1 in every 3 people. In the next 10 years, they project that will be over 50%. In some markets, it will be 75% of the workforce. Now, guys, think about that. Just 10 years ago, if you were to approach new people and ask them about a business opportunity, 1 in 10 would tell you that they were interested, 1 in 10, because only 1 in 10 was doing it. Today, 1 in every 3 people are involved in an independent opportunity of some form. Fast forward 10 years, it's 1 in every 2. So the second macro trend is the rise of this micro-entrepreneurship, which leads to our third trend, which is the rise of the gig economy. How many of you have heard the term gig economy? Yes? The gig economy is being fueled by millennials and micro-entrepreneurs. We're seeing enormous businesses created. Think of Uber, Airbnb. Think of these companies, Alibaba, that are being formed as platforms that enable people to live and work in a more free and flexible environment. The gig economy is all about driving new growth, new business growth, and that's a huge trend. This movement will continue as we talk about the fourth mega trend, which is the rise of social. There's a great quote by a founder of a technology company called Hootsuite, in which he talks about the rise of social, and he says, there is an economic revolution that's far bigger than the internet. It's called social. Each of you know what I'm talking about. 4 billion people today are connected to the internet. 2.3 billion people are connected to social networks. Do you realize in the last few years, as commerce has connected with social networks to form what we call social commerce, over $4 trillion per year are generated through social commerce? Now think about that, you guys. That would make social commerce the 5th largest global economy in the world. Social commerce is larger than virtually every country in the world, and it's growing at 5 times the pace. The future is social. The question is, how do you play in that social world? Now, we at Nu Skin, we watch these trends. We've been monitoring them. All of our leaders look at this because we have to understand what the future will be and how Nu Skin can enable you and your success. We believe that Nu Skin is the perfect opportunity platform. We believe that Nu Skin is the perfect opportunity platform. We have 33 years of experience understanding how entrepreneurs work, understanding how the gig economy and the environments work together, how to bring entrepreneurship into the houses of every single family and city and village that Rich talked about. We provide aspiring entrepreneurs with an opportunity for them to live lives on their terms. Again, your life, your business, in your way. So, once we know what we need to do, and I'm getting hoarse, once we know what we need to do, we need to move quickly. We need to move very aggressively. As Rich mentioned, we have been working over the last year in these new roles to form the right strategy to help you be successful in your entrepreneurial endeavors. Our focus has been upon what initiatives we can do that empower you to build your independent business as your business partner. We define this as our growth strategy, G-R-O-W. Can I hear that? G-R-O-W. You got it? Growth strategy. There are 3 pillars of the growth strategy. I want to briefly talk about each of these, and you're going to be hearing about these over the next 2 days, okay? Here are the 3 pillars. First, engaging platforms. Second, enabling products. And third, empowering programs, okay? So first, let's talk about engaging platforms. As we discussed, social is becoming the new norm. In fact, there was a study done by Facebook just several years ago in which I love to use this study because they talk about the number of friends that people have today. Think about before Facebook, if I were to give you a piece of paper and tell you to write the names of your friends, how many people could you put on that piece of paper? Well, I'll tell you, on average, it was 56, because that's what we used to do. We used to give you a piece of paper with all the lines, and on average, people could list about 56. Friends, family, neighbors, dentist, postman, whoever. You could create a very small list. Facebook reported just recently that the average number of friends that people have on Facebook is over 300. Guys, think about that. 300 friends. That's nearly a 10-time increase in the number of friends you have. Now, some people say that, yeah, but those aren't really friends. Social, those people aren't really friends. They're just friends on Facebook. Well, I don't know how you define friends. But when I start to know their birthday, I start to know what their children actually wore to school, I start to know what they ate for dinner, where they went on vacation. I have more information today through social about my friends than I ever had before. Don't you agree? There's far more reach, you guys. Think about it. It's not just your friends, it's your friends of friends. You have a whole community. The power of this community is enormous as we build our business. So the question is, how do we enable you? What kind of tools and technologies can we provide you? We're directly focused on accelerating our investment in technology that will enable you to better connect with these friends that you have around the world, whether they're on WeChat, QQ, Kakao Talk, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, I don't care. Wherever they are, we want you connecting. And our commitment is to build the tools for you. Now, you're going to hear about these very, very shortly at a launch session called Grow with Social, okay? Grow with Social. You're going to be hearing more about that, but this is our first pillar of our growth strategy. Our second pillar is enabling products. As Rich mentioned, Nu Skin is committed to making our exclusive innovation accessible to the world. We have some of the most powerful products on the planet for nutrition and personal care. But a lot of these products are so exclusive that people can't afford it. If we really want to go out and change the world, change every single life, 7 billion people, we can't just be here. We've got to be able to be here, we've got to be here, we've got to be here. We've got to be able to get everyone and touch their lives. How do we bring innovation to the world? We do the best of nature and science. We are committed to continuing to provide you with those best of nature and science products. We have 2 workshops that will begin this afternoon. The first workshop is about enabling or growing with Nu Skin's evolution. And you have to hit this workshop, you guys. You have to hit it. You're going to hear about the new branding of the company. Some of us, you're seeing the colorfulness, the vibrancy. We want to ensure that our brand is as vibrant for you today and into the future as it has ever been. So come and hear about the branding. Come and hear about our product portfolio extension, some of the new product initiatives that are going on. Some of these are just concepts. We're getting your feedback. Do they work? Do they not work? Are they helpful? Are they good products? It's testing. You're market testing right now a lot of these products that you bought in your kits, right? Some of those products are coming to market quickly to your markets individually. So come to the Nu Skin, the Grow with Nu Skin Evolution workshop. The second workshop is the one that you're going to hear from Joe Chang on Grow with LumaSpa, right? By the way, I have to tell you, Joe Chang is now the highest viewed Nu Skin Facebook person of all time. I'm trying to beat him, but I'm like, Joe's here, and I'm like way down here. But you can come and hear from Joe personally at the workshop. And Dr. Joe is going to tell you about the technology behind this dual action treatment and cleanse device. You guys, there is nothing on the marketplace like this. This is proprietary technology that we have developed with our scientists in-house. This is a $5 billion marketplace today that has many competitors. We are going to disrupt $5 billion marketplace. The question is, how much can we take? We believe it is at least our next billion-dollar brand. Do you believe we can do that together? Absolutely, we can do that together. Absolutely. So come to the Grow with LumiSpa workshop. You're going to learn more about that. Okay, our third pillar and final pillar, and then I'll shut up. Our third pillar is empowering programs. Now, I am personally so excited about this because we know that today's micro-entrepreneurs demand different dynamics to a business opportunity than the past. People are seeking part-time income, supplemental income, replacement income. In addition to aspiring for great wealth, the majority of the population today needs $100 or $200 or $500 to benefit their family. Nu Skin has always been the world's leading leadership-driven company. You are all here today because of your success, because of your ability to build leadership organizations, and Nu Skin will continue to be the leader of leadership companies. That is our commitment. We are working on a plan that will enable us to not only be world's leading leadership-driven company, but to provide greater opportunity for aspiring entrepreneurs, people that are just starting the business. They're just getting going. They just need a little bit. And once they build that little bit, they'll expand, they'll grow, their business will become better. So we're excited to introduce to you Velocity. Velocity is Nu Skin's next business model innovation. Think back, Nu Skin back in 1984 was the first company to offer the depth of leadership compensation in the industry. As we began to expand internationally, Nu Skin became the first company to offer a global, seamless opportunity that enabled you to build anywhere in the world and receive compensation in your own home market. Nu Skin was the first to build what we called the Wealth Maximizer compensation plan that paid you the better of two different compensation structures and really enabled us to create greater earning potential for new leadership. With Velocity, our next business model innovation, we are going to enable a more flexible, a more fast, and a more future-looking business opportunity than ever before. So that is all I'll say about that here, but I need you to go to the Grow with Velocity workshop. Are you willing to do that? Okay. So let me just say this, 2 final points. We have set very ambitious targets. You heard Rich talk about going at fast speed. Once you know what it is that you want to achieve, there is no time to rest. There's no time to wait. There's no time to sit down and take a break. Now's the time to go. We've set ambitious goals. Our first goal is to achieve 1 million customers and 100,000 sales leaders. We are working on that right now. We want to achieve that goal as fast as humanly possible, and I need to ask for your help in doing that. All it takes is get one more customer, one more distributor, one more new executive. By growing one more, we will achieve this goal immediately. So I'm asking you, please, can you help me with that goal by year's end? There we go. There we go. Now listen, if you want to do 2, grow 2 more. That's fine. But start with 1, go to 2. You guys, this isn't about growth, is not simply for growth's sake. Our co-founder Steve Lund said that we do well by doing good. When this business grows, we touch more lives. We improve more lives. We grow more people and enable them, empower them to change their circumstance and the circumstance around them. We are blessed with one life to live on this planet. You are here today through a series of events that brought you here. I would just ask you the question, what are you going to do with this life? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is your vision for yourself, for those around you? This is what the RevoLution is all about. Your life, your business, and your way. There has never been a better opportunity at a better time with the macro trends and the winds behind pushing us forward. But it requires us to expand our vision for ourselves of what it is that we want to accomplish. We are your trusted partner in this business. We understand that this is your business. This isn't Nu Skin's business. Nu Skin is a micro-entrepreneurship company. Each of you are entrepreneurs. You have your own business. We're here to be your partners, to provide you platforms, products, and programs to enable your success. We thank you for being a part of us. We thank you for us being a part of you. We are one family. Now I want to share with you, in closing, what our Nu Skin leaders are doing on their own stories. Let's go ahead and watch.
Ever since we embarked on Nu Skin, time is so flexible that we can plan so many things.
In the past, if I were working, I can't even pick up my kids. I can't even spend an evening swimming with them. But over here in Nu Skin, all this dream can come true.
今はやはりその時間の自由というか、その自分でその人生をその選択できる。その好きな人と好きな時に、好きな場所で一緒に過ごせてるっていうのはすごくこう僕の中では幸せを感じますし。
I think this is the best gift that we can as parents for our children. Because we believe that classroom is not confined to the four walls. I think we've enriched their lives so much. And at the same time, it has also enriched our lives as well.
I have another job in oil and gas, and I love that job, but I really enjoy my time with Nu Skin, and I love the flexibility behind that.
すごくこうそこがやっぱり生きがいでありやりがいになってますね今は。
I know that I want to do a lot. I want to travel. I have a lot of activities. I came to Nu Skin and I saw that I can also combine the two things, work and pleasure. I love writing because when I write then I can calm down. It brings me a lot of energy to start a new day or to accept new challenges so I can calm down when I go out with my horses.
제 일상에서 가장 중요한 거는 건강인 것 같아요. 그리고 제가 제일 좋아하는 거는 친구들 만나서 놀고, 아직 어리니까, 그리고 친구들하고 밖에 나가서 운동하고, 그리고 그 운동들 뭐 웨이크보드, 그 다음에 서핑, 캠핑 이런 거 하고 친구들하고 이야기하고 노는 거, 그게 제일 좋지 않아요?
What I have is I can work at the same time also enjoy the family time together. Nu Skin bring me the power to choose my life.
It's so easy and convenient, and I love the people that I get to work with.
So I really like the way now how I live and how I work.
I love to work with all the moms in my team together because they have now more freedom for their kids. I love to talk with people about the opportunities because I can use Nu Skin as a tool to help them to reach their goals in their life.
I get to do this business with my best friend and new friends that I've built along the way. Some of my downline are my closest friends now, and I didn't even know them prior to this business. And I have uplines who I respect and admire more than anybody, and I consider them my family, and I love all the time we get to spend together.
Nu Skin, the working style, make all I need in my life, it's become true.
From the bottom of our heart, we really believe that everyone deserves better quality living, and Nu Skin will make it possible for them to do so.
Nu Skin provides me freedom and the life I want to live.
Aren't these stories amazing? These are just a few of your stories.
As we sent our video crew all around the world, there was one story that really stood out to me. I would like to show the story of Tunda, who is from Romania. She's a single mother who, at the time she came to know the Nu Skin story, was living in a homeless shelter with her son. Let's play the video.
Deci viața mea de acum diferă foarte mult cu ce a fost înainte să se nască Cristian. Când am aflat că sunt însărcinată, mi s-a părut, m-a luat prin surprindere toată treaba aceasta și nu credeam că sunt pregătită pentru acest pas, însă cred că niciodată nu suntem pregătiți pentru un lucru așa. A fost foarte greu pentru că eu am lucrat ca și lucrător comercial și a fost foarte obositor, o viață foarte grea și a trebuit să găsesc o soluție unde să mă duc cu viitorul meu copil, să nu fim înghesuiți, să îi pot oferi o liniște. Am găsit o doamnă care m-a ajutat foarte mult, care mă ajută și în momentul de față și prin care am găsit centrul maternal, unde am stat cu micuțul aproape 2 ani de zile. În centrul maternal am învățat să fac și mâncare și m-au pregătit să fiu o mamă bună, încerc să fiu și mai bună. Înainte să întâlnesc această oportunitate, nu știam cum o să fac când va trebui să părăsesc centrul maternal, că trebuie să găsesc un loc de muncă ca să pot lucra de acasă, de lângă băiețelul meu. Am întâlnit afacerea Nu Skin în mediul online, printr-o prietenă de pe Facebook. Am abordat-o eu, eram curioasă cu ce se ocupă și vreau mai multe detalii. După ce mi-a dat mai multe detalii, m-am gândit foarte bine și am zis că nu am nimic de pierdut dacă încerc această oportunitate. Și am întâlnit această oportunitate care nu doar m-a ajutat. Următorul pas ar fi să-mi iau propria mea locuință, să-i pot oferi copilului meu o cameră, să aibă propria lui cameră. Am un trecut destul de trist și dureros și înainte să se nască Cristian, nu am avut multă răbdare, nu aveam un scop și un cel în viață. În comparație cu ce am dobândit acum și ce am acum, diferă foarte mult cu trecutul meu și am devenit mult mai liniștită, mult mai răbdătoare, prietenoasă și din punctul meu de vedere mai drăguță. Acum oamenii își pot spune părerea. La Nu Skin îmi place absolut tot, de la produse începând până la oamenii din echipa mea, linia mea superioară, oamenii pe care i-am întâlnit în această afacere. Am format niște legături foarte strânse de prietenie. Ce îmi place la Nu Skin? Absolut tot.
What a touching story. Certainly the world was changed for Tunda. And let's welcome her onto the stage right now.
members of our story today. Come on out. Abby and Joe. Whoa, that's Abby. Joe. Alan. Ginger. Shelly. Boyan. I'm falling behind. Boone, Jennifer, Laura, and Nicole. How are you? Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. So glad you're here. Thanks for being with us.
Listen, every one of you has a story just like this. Create your story. Join the RevoLution because it is your life, your business. Live it your way.
We invite you to write the few lines of the next chapter of your story right here at Life, based on what you felt about your potential and who you might be able to lift and help change their lives. Let's go change the world together at fast speed.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We can go ahead and kind of walk off over to this one.
I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start.